Jack Crane knows what you're thinking when you look at his 1939 Ford 9N. He hears it from classic tractor fans all the time.
They think that this old man chromed that hood and really chromed this tractor up. They have no idea of the history of the 1939 9Ns that Henry Ford first built.
No chrome on this tractor. This hood is actually highly polished aluminum, just as it came from the factory. Sheet metal stamping delays caused the first 700 or so 9Ns to be built with cast aluminum hoods, grills, and side panels.
Henry Ford wanted that tractor out, and the stamp for the metal wasn't ready, so they had one of their supervisors had a son that worked in a foundry, and they were able to strike a deal to forge these hoods, and it's how they came about with the aluminum hood. I'd say they're fairly rare. There was only little over 700 made, and our Ford Club, I think they've accounted for a little over 100 or so, and
they're few and far between, and they're still coming out of the woodwork. Somebody will find one in the barn someplace, and when they find out what they have, why, of course, they like to polish them up and not paint them. When they came out, they were painted gray, just like the tractor. But now, when the collectors got into it, why, they polished them.
No doubt that aluminum hood catches the eye, but it takes a lot of hard work to make it shine.
Well, it takes a lot of elbow grease. You got to use your paste and put it on there, and you rub and you rub and you rub some more, and you just keep working that cleaner and paste into the hood.
Everything that touches it leaves a mark. It does, and we've had it rained on, and that's not good at all. Yeah, you got to touch it. Everybody's got to touch it, which, that's just part of it.
The 9N was a breakthrough for the tractor industry thanks to its revolutionary Ferguson three-point hitch with draft control. This added traction to the rear wheels, which meant the 9N's engine could easily handle a two-bottom plow.
This same engine was in their Model A cars and their Model A trucks back in the 30s. So it's no power steering on these, but there again, remember, we just got rid of the horses. Two 12-inch plows was what it pulled, and can't you imagine driving in a 30-acre field, turning over 24 inches of soil? It took an hour to go around that 30-acre field.
It made it a lot easier on the guys that were walking behind the horses, that they could essentially ride instead of walk, because I couldn't imagine plowing the way they had to plow, walking over that plowed ground, handling a team of horses. I don't see how they could do it, but they did, and this was a godsend for them.
One interesting feature on the Crane's 9N is the seat. It's cast aluminum as well and would have been a welcome accessory on a cold day.
It's an aftermarket seat made by a company in Illinois, and it's hollow, and you can go off of your block with hoses, and you can run warm water, your hot water, off of your block through that seat, and in the wintertime then, why you can keep your seat warm when you're out feeding the cattle and driving through the mud and all that and that. But as you see, this tractor will never see the mud again.
The 9N is the centerpiece of the Crane family's little museum of Ford tractors and implements, and it's Jack's memorabilia collection that's also a sight to behold.
In 2005, we built the building, and I had a lot of this stuff in boxes and started getting it out. And then when we got started with our Fords and Collectors in 1992, I could see where we needed memorabilia. So I started picking up all the memorabilia that I could and displaying that at our shows. And anything Ford related, why, I like to, tractor related, I like to get a hold of it and hang it up in there and display it for people to enjoy.
We started out with 3 tractors in the shop, and man, it was a big shop. And Tommy spread out all of his memorabilia, and we added some more tractors. The shop sure did shrink.
I have over 1,000 pieces. The last time I counted, I was just right at 1,000, and that's the last time I counted has been 5 or 6 years ago, and I've added a few pieces since then. So I can display that much, and that's not counting all the stuff on the shelves in there either, or hanging on the wall. I'm just telling what I would take to a display. When I take my memorabilia, I need 4 or 5 8-foot tables to lay out my trays on, to display my trays and memorabilia. Nothing for sale. I would trade if I had 2 or 3 of something, and a guy come up and he had something that I didn't have. Well, I'd give him one of my extra pieces to trade. We trade back and forth like that, but I don't sell anything. I just collect it.
It's obvious the Cranes are a Ford family, and Jack is one of the original members of the Fordson Collectors Association. He and Steve worked together, along with daughter Leanne, to maintain all the wonderful pieces in their collection.
It's great when you work together and you have the fellowship of doing things together. At my age now, why, I can sit in the chair and not tell him what to do, but ask him what to do.
He's turned a lot of that over to me, which I don't mind, because he's done it for a long time. And I'm glad I'm able to help him out and give him a break on it.
There's no question classic tractor fever runs deep in this family, and the Cranes have no plans to put a stop to it anytime soon.
There's always something else out there. You know, it's just, it's never ending, really.
No slowing down. The guy upstairs slows you down, but you gotta keep charging on. You always say this is the last one, but you never know what's out there. I mean, you know, it's classic tractor fever. And if the bug bites you, you got it.
Hey, thanks for catching Classic Tractor Fever. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel right here on YouTube. You can also find even more videos and branded merchandise over on our website, ClassicTractorsTV.com. Now don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button.